Good morning. Reed here back at Orchestra Farm. Thanks for joining me today. Thanks for liking the video, subscribing, and any comments you're putting down there. We got our squash out of the ground. Some nasturtiums are still growing there. Love those. The self-seeded kale patch is happening. Take a real quick mix over there. There's a bunch of the squash on that patch, the leftover plant. It is time to basically harvest all the tomatoes and let the unripe ones ripen. And I'm curious, let's just walk through here for a moment. We've got some flowers on the eggplants, but I don't think any are going to happen, and none of the... Well, actually I see one or two green peppers over there. That's nice. There's some beautiful looking squash plants in here. A few cucumbers left on the vines. That squash molded off over there. Anyway, that's that. So it is harvest season, and that means processing as well. It's going on right now, and that's just the nature of life. So it's actually a more hectic time. And see, it's October, I don't know, it might even be the 9th today. We've still got some leaves on the fig tree here. And do you see those berries? Those are even still good for eating. And that, I think I'll be propagating that one up. If you're interested in some raspberries, let me know. I'll be doing cuttings next springtime. And it was Thanksgiving weekend here in Canada. So I had a lovely meal. Got to see some friends I haven't seen in a while. It's always a joy. And whee! There goes that bit of bridge. And so didn't get a whole lot done this weekend because Thanksgiving feasting. And just helping the family with all kinds of stuff. My wife's got things to do every Saturday this month. Squash patch. We harvested all this as well. I think we got about, I'm estimating around 500 pounds. I'll find out later on. And I'm obviously selling a bunch of that. So hopefully this turns a profit. We'll see. Still have this over here. Look how lovely the blueberries are, huh? I just love those colorations. Kind of want more blueberries, even if it's just for the color. So this wonderful calendula and borage with a few sunflowers is actually a potato patch, and I'm really curious to see. There's even some kale coming up, which is great. As I like the greens personally. But interesting to see how the potatoes actually fared, given the overgrownness of it. I did plant the calendula on purpose. This is our overgrown strawberry patch. You can actually see a berry there. There's a couple down there. And again, lessons of this year so far is put down that black weed cloth. Burn holes in it and just plant directly through that. There's just so much more time saving coming around with all of this mulch canary reed grass. Even though I actually like that stuff more in terms of its environmentalness. You can kind of see some stinging nettle there. Might be hard to point it out, but it's happening. The vetch is taking over here. And a lot of lovely flowers. So, you know, when the tractor's down and it's a totally different reality set of what's going to get accomplished, and the ability to redress or reassess what you're doing has been pretty huge this year. And I'm happy to say that I didn't get caught up when my technologies failed me. I pivoted. Wow, this is crazy town. I have an apple flowering right now. Again, like I said, it's early October. Wow. There's another one. That's hilarious. Anyway, So, pivoted, made other things happen in my life, which I'm happy about. Mostly, which is recognizing I like prioritizing my family. I want my kids to know who I am. And again, since this place is so much further away from my house, you can't always, be in two places at once. And two of my kids are real little still. And my eldest is able to help with some things. But our schedules just align when they do. And so it's important to be able to both pivot in life. Have you pivoted with anything this year? Have you prioritized the things that are most important to you? Have you noticed what worked really well this year and what didn't? And lining it up so that way this next year, or even in the moment, you can change the tactics that are working. My one question mark is the notion that I'll extend the squash patch to be double or even triple the area. At which point, the question of, will there be room to store all that squash? Because it's not like it's an immediate sale. It happens over the course of several months. And I've almost filled my storage space with the current amount of shelving I built in. I can probably double that. But even if I double it, that doesn't make room for triple. And to maximize the area down here, that's one of the thoughts. So, curious to see how that all goes, but those are ideas for years to come. Or the year to come, I guess. And the autumn is a great time as you're harvesting to keep stock of things. Let's see the rain that's happening here. I don't know if it's going to come through. Can you see that? It's actually quite coming down right now. And I got to get off to work. So I'm going to thank you again for coming in today. A reminder, I've got a new single coming out this Friday. I honestly forget what the date is, but it's October 2023. And it's the second weekend coming up of the month. I've got 2 up on Bandcamp right now. You can check those out at bendingreeds.bandcamp.com. Looking into putting in some t-shirts over there. Because who buys music anymore? Let's just be honest about it. Anyway, I hope that you have a chance to listen through to all of that. Thanks again for watching this. Thanks for subscribing to this channel on YouTube. Thanks for hitting follow on Bandcamp. Thanks for checking out my website at bendingreeds.com. And remember, have too much fun.